Macca's Guides.
Hey everyone, Macca here, continuing with Crash Bandicoot 4, the 100% walkthrough. In this level, we're doing bears repeating. We're grabbing all of the gems, including the hidden gem, making sure to grab all the crates, and trying to minimize our deaths. If we're able to do this in 0 deaths, we'll also grab the perfect relic. Overall, the level itself isn't too bad, but at the very end, there is a polar bear cub riding section, which is insanely difficult to get on your first try. So this is going to be one of the harder perfect relics in the game, just for the end sequence. As for the actual crates themselves, they're not too bad, they're not too hidden. I will show you exactly where you need to grab them, and I'll make sure to show how many I have at certain intervals in the video. Additionally, this level does require the yellow gem path from the Run It By You level. That's where we grab the yellow gem for the first time. So if you don't have the yellow gem, you will not be able to grab all of the crates. Coming up right here, we're at 62, but we also need to grab the hidden gem, which is just below us. I would try to not use your mask if you don't need to, so just be safe when you grab it. We're now going to hop on the yellow gem path, and this path will be pretty familiar to those of you who played Crash Bandicoot 1, as this level is pretty much identical in very many ways, just a lot shorter to some of the hog levels in Crash Bandicoot 1. We're just going to be hopping on through, making sure to, time our jumps well and try to avoid getting hit. If you do get hit, luckily you should have a mask you carried forward. If you don't have that mask, it is a little bit harder. Feel free to use your time dilation at the end to make it on through. And when you clear the yellow gem path, you'll also basically get a checkpoint when you come out of it, just in case you do die. Now right here, it can be very easy to make a mistake. Just try using your time dilation as much as possible during all the platforming. It can be very easy to forget that there's these falling icicles, and it's very easy to get stuck underneath them without realizing. So just make sure you are practicing your, your best techniques and whatnot, and making sure not to overcomplicate things. And make sure to grab this little golden wumpa fruit box on the right-hand side before making your way back up here. Use your time dilation on the nitro and try your best to survive. If you're not quick enough, you will take damage. You might burn a mask.
Oh, how I've missed this!
I'm going into the bonus area with 136 out of 227, but that assumes you also detonated the same amount of nitro crates as I did, which you don't necessarily have to get here. Now, the bonus level itself isn't too bad, although it just takes a little bit of practice, and it requires a very specific route through it. So once you learn that route, though, it's not that hard to execute. You'll grab all 27, and then all we have to do is ride the polar bear to safety at the end of the level, which, while getting all the crates, is exceptionally difficult. We close off the level riding the polar bear cub, making sure to grab all the boxes along the way. If you miss a box, unfortunately, there is really nothing you can do about it other than fail on purpose, but that will obviously cause a death. This is just practice makes perfect, and my first attempt through this, I died over 20 times before getting all the boxes, but eventually it does become muscle memory the more times you do it, and eventually you should be able to get it down somewhat consistently. There's also a couple of, scrub on the left here, for example. You'll learn a couple of shortcuts that work for you that you can kind of cheat on a little bit. The boxes are very well spaced apart, which actually makes it harder in my opinion. And then there's boxes like these where you have to jump, and it's very easy to miss one of the 4 boxes. You actually have to touch all 4 of them to count. You will get a checkpoint right here, and then the jump after here, you'll also get your flashback tape, which unfortunately, because I had to piece together this clip, is not going to be there for me. But if you cruise your way to the very end and don't miss any of the boxes, you'll activate the nitro at the end, and then you will be home free, assuming you didn't die or died under 3 times. You should have all the gems and possibly the perfect relic as well. Thank you so much for watching. I hope the video was helpful. Special thanks to everyone on Patreon for supporting the show, and hopefully I see you in the next one. Peace.